Welcome back to the New Mexico Business Podcast. Who am I here with today?
I'm Ashley Sargent with a beautiful theme.
And what is the house we are at today?
This is a new spec home that we're building in Santa Fe with our partner Miranda, and we're super excited. Countertops are going in today.
Miranda's my mom, and Ashley and Stefan, her husband, have been
Yep.
doing a great job on this build. What are some problems you've ran into on this build?
So right away, we noticed that when we got our architecture plans done, we did use a draftsman, which he was amazing, but you just have to be careful looking over those plans to make sure everything's really centered and lined up exactly where it's supposed to be. And then really other than that, it's been really smooth sailing. We've got some great subcontractors on our team and things are really going great right now.
How was it working with the city to get permits and everything like that? Were there any issues with that? Were you happy with the city's work?
Yeah, so we're actually in Santa Fe County. So working with them has been an absolute breeze. I feel like one area that we did run into is there's something called CID, Construction Industries Division, that's outside of the county. This is our first build. So even with having a mentor and learning from people that have done this, that was one area where we were like, we got our permits, we're ready to go, but you actually have to get additional permits from CID. So just being aware of that. But working with Santa Fe County has been absolutely amazing.
And there was an issue with some granite when you were doing the foundation. Could you explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so here in the Longview subdivision, we're in between the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, and in this area is just granite all underneath. So even if you do test holes, any kind of preliminary work that you can do, you're still kind of working in an unknown area because there can be areas of granite and then pitfalls of no granite. So it's been a lot of dirt work. This area does take a really qualified team to get into the granite, big machinery, but this house is built on a solid foundation, so that's really awesome.
That's great. And so, for anyone looking to get into building high-end luxury homes like you are, what would you say? What's the workload each week? What's the skill sets you need? What kind of business experience you need? What kind of mentors do you need? Anything like that? Could you get out some tips?
Yeah, so we were lucky enough to find Jerome Maldonado. My husband Stefan actually found him on Instagram. So social media is a powerful tool, but I think getting a mentor that can teach you the right way is always the way to go. You don't have to have really any background in construction. I say that, but my husband's been in construction his whole life. But for me personally, women are doing this on their own. The workload really can kind of depend on what stage of building you're at. Right now, we're in a stage where countertops are being installed today. So we wanted to be here, make sure the seams are looking good, the quality of quartz is looking good. But it really depends week by week. Sometimes my husband's here 3 times a week, sometimes he's here once a week. There's been weeks where he's here every day to make sure the flow of work is going smoothly. But really all of our mentors have said you can have full-time jobs, part-time jobs, and do this on top of it. I think something that sets us for success with this is the time that we are spending here. So my husband and I own several businesses, we're entrepreneurs, and we do have the flexibility to be here more often than maybe some other developers are. But I think that it's feasible with kids, without kids. This you can create, wealth in your family with doing this while also having other jobs as well.
So Ashley mentioned that women could do this, and I awkwardly pointed at myself. I was referring to my mom. My mom has built 5 houses so far and sold three, and she's doing amazing. I'll get her on the podcast soon. So Ashley, could you tell me a little bit more about your other business?
Yeah, so I own a beautiful theme, and next month, February 2026, will be 10 years in business. And we are a luxury wedding planning and full floral company. So, and we specialize in weddings in Santa Fe, mostly destination weddings at hotels such as Bishop's Lodge, Los Poblanos, La Posada, Las Campanas Country Club. And my husband also owns a window and door company called Door Pros.
I'll get him on soon. And so, what would be a good referral client for you? So, anyone looking for your services?
Yeah, so a lot of our referrals come from word of mouth in the Texas market. and a lot of the hotels. So something that I learned in the beginning years of doing this is nurturing those relationships with the people that work at the hotels. Now there is a lot of turnaround, so that relationship is always ongoing, but getting out there, getting familiar with the people that are in front of the brides and making a good impression with them, they'll always be referring you. And also social media. It's free, and in the wedding world, everything is about aesthetics and visuals. So posting on social media, always tagging your vendors, that gets the word out, brides see it, and yeah, that'll keep your schedule full of weddings for sure.
Great. And so, Ashley, how did you start this business?
So that's kind of a funny story, but 10 years ago, our friends, they always saw that we were playing with flowers, decorating, making things really beautiful, and they were getting married on Valentine's Day, and they asked us to make a flower backdrop for their wedding. And we were nervous at first. We're like, oh my God, this is somebody's wedding. Like, we really got to make it perfect. But Stefan and I worked together. We made the most beautiful floral backdrop and we delivered it to the wedding. And everybody was asking for our business card. And we were guests at the wedding as well. And everybody was just like, wow, who did that? And what's your company's name? And honestly, the very next day, February 15th, 2016, a beautiful theme was born.
So this company, this has been supporting your lifestyle for 10 years?
Yes, yeah. So between a beautiful theme and my husband's window and door business, absolutely. And there's a lot of flexibility in it as well. I mean, you are working all the best weekends of the year, a lot of late nights. But yes, you can make a substantial living in the luxury wedding market. Now, I will say for any girls out there that want to be wedding planners, something that really helped our profit margin go up was getting into the floral market. So, florals are my passion truly in the wedding world, but you can make a lot of money doing flowers.
Could you explain a little bit more about what floral means?
Yeah, so in the wedding world, florals, floral designer, floristry, that's really just a fancier word for florist. So I consider myself a floral designer. My husband actually is also a floral designer, and he was our lead designer for many years. And that just means like we source flowers from farm direct, we process them, we design them, we deliver them, set them up, and at the end of the night, we come back, strike, and we also do donate to a lot of local nursing homes, churches, hospitals. It is finding it to be a little bit more difficult to find places that do want to take flowers, but that was something that my grandma implemented and really made something special to deliver those flowers to people that could enjoy them after the event, since it is just a 1 day thing. So it's flowers is just a beautiful thing that spreads a lot of joy to everybody.
That's great. And how can people find you?
So on social media, we're a beautiful theme, our website, abeautifultheme.com, or you can always look us up on Google, but social media is where it's at.
And all those will be in the description. Thank you, Ashley.